guys, and welcome back to our channel. You're back with Leslie and Carla from Oranges and Salt.
Hi.
Today we are doing an in-depth review of the skincare brand Lulu Marula. I always feel like as soon as the name has to come to my mouth, I'm like, I hear a blank. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's mom brain.
Yeah. Shouldn't call it pregnancy brain. It lasts your whole damn life. So
yeah, so Lulu and Marula are a local South African brand. They're from Cape Town, and they've been around for about
5 years. I think
5
they
years.
started in 2013. Yeah.
And they make really spectacular, lovely skincare products. Body care too, but
Yes.
we've only delved into the skincare side of things, so we're going to be giving our thoughts and opinions on that. And also, disclaimer, we have to put this, we hate disclaimers, but there are some people who don't quite understand that we have different thoughts and opinions and experiences on things. So definitely all our own thoughts, you know, original. I don't like that.
You said original?
Yes, but I said it like that.
Oh,
the hell.
Okay.
And also, we purchase all these products ourselves. And Liz and I have been sharing them because we've been testing and trying lots of different new things.
Our skin differs quite a lot as well.
Yeah.
So it's always great to get two different opinions on a product as well. So it's not that everything that we try together, and we can sort of compare and make notes together. So we give a wider range of how the products work as well.
And also, our mom has been testing products. Lulu and Marula products as well. so we've got some notes from her. She's not here in person, but
no, she's the babysitter.
Yeah.
Today. Thank you, mommy. So yeah, let's get started.
Sure. So a little bit more about Lulu and Marula. They have a very similar ethos of things that we like about a brand, which means they are local. They have an emphasis on sustainable, on effective and natural ingredients, and simplicity, which ticks all the boxes for Oranges and Salt. And they're headed up by Jesslyn Schlam. Did I pronounce that right? In the YouTube tradition of pronouncing things wrong and not knowing. Sorry. But yes. And next up.
So we are super excited to be doing our first review. Nervous as well because it is our first review of a product and a brand as well. Because,
and they're local.
Yeah, yes. So they're close to home, so we want to do a good job. So if we give off a bit of a nervous energy vibe, it's because we are nervous. Also, it's important for us to relay proper information to you guys as well, because we don't want, something to get lost in translation. We don't want you to feel like we didn't give enough information, so we were sweating over this one because we want to be as
let's just show them that we actually have
we made so many, I don't know if you can see
it's
but anyway, there's about
just believe us, there's 4 pages of notes,
because we just want to make sure that we get everything across in the right way and we don't leave anything out, and that you can also sort of feel our sincerity in what we say about products, because we put a lot of thought and effort into the things that we try on. We don't want to just slap something in our face and be like, yeah, it worked. We'll tell people we like it. We actually want people to know a lot of time and a lot of thought goes into it. So
also, we've been testing these products for a good, say, 6 months.
Yeah.
So we've got some actual long view of how they work, and not just just hasn't arrived on our door yesterday. Now we're talking about them.
Yeah. So I thought we'd just get that out of the way, because we've done a lot. We won't show all the takes we've done, but it was
this is take number 10, and we were getting flustered about
so I thought we have to explain ourselves a little bit, and also that we're human, as well. So things don't always, and I feel like my voice is shaking, and I feel like everything is just so it's just because we are so passionate about what we're doing, and we want you guys to know how passionate we are. So nothing that's happening today just happened today. Everything has been such a long process leading up to it, so we just want to get it right.
Fiddling, see, I'm fiddling with things.
One of these, she's going to find a pencil now.
It's a mic, so it's probably going to be a loud noise. Forward.
So, okay, let's now get into it for real.
Yeah, for real.
So when assessing a brand, we want to look at the whole picture. So we look at packaging design, labeling, everything.
Yeah.
We even look at the website so that you know when you have to research the products on your own, if it's something that's worthwhile doing.
If the overall experience is going to be one of pleasure or one of like racking your brain as to what the hell is going on.
Like, do I have to go, phone these people and ask them what the hell is going on? So
so we're giving you a full brand overview. So including ingredients, products, and of course how you experience the brand online and in social media, etc. etc. Okay, first off, the website is really beautiful and aligned with their packaging. Has a very clean, minimalist look. There, all the information is presented well. The copy is really good. I have backgrounds in copywriting and things, so we get extra finicky about how things are presented in Word. And it's very personable. They have different rituals for people that they admire or people that are aligned with their brand. So they've got 3 or 4 different rituals on how.
Yeah, so it also it humanizes the brand as well, so it doesn't feel like it's just this big brand. It feels like there are actual people behind it, which makes you feel closer to the brand as well. You feel like it's like a little family thing going on, which I really like. Friends.
And so the design is very simple but very well laid out. They have got these beautiful oversaturated photography that has a very 70s vibe as well. So it's got minimalist on the one end.
And everything pops off the white at the back, which makes it quite...
It reminds me of like photography of like the Eames, does anybody know the Eames house architecture? But it has that sort of look and feel.
I believe you. Trust you.
But I've got a thing for decor, so it's really beautiful. So beautiful, it's got a thumbs up for that, but also explains all the ingredients are listed. They have some reviews online as well. And how to use. So when it comes to functionality and aesthetic, all the boxes are ticked.
Yeah, for sure. So should we move on to the packaging?
Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to the packaging and design and labeling of the actual products, also it sort of ticked all our boxes there as well. What we really liked about it was that they have batch numbers on their products, which...
that one's at the bottom, I think.
No,
so on the side. Oh, this one's at the bottom.
So if there is anything that worries you about your product, you are able to track it back to the actual...
And it also has an expiry date, so especially with green, clean, eco products, they don't have the same preservatives and things that
the longevity is
your conventional products have. So it's good to know when your products expire, so you don't use anything that will harm your face.
Yeah. So also on the labeling, they give you a full list of the ingredients, which a lot of products don't really do. So when you are shopping around, it's good, and it gives you
how to use.
No, what is this thing? The usage of the product.
Yeah.
Like the how to use. And what is the other thing, man? Like what it's meant to do for your skin.
Yeah.
So it explains what is supposed to be the result at the end of the day.
So
I warned you about what the nonsense I'm going to talk. So don't get mad.
A+ for that. And also, whoever writes the batch numbers on it has like the neatest handwriting as well. So props to you. And also these are glass. So if you clumsy like me, and I've broken one of these. It was halfway. My toner was halfway, and I was wearing my gown, and I just swept it right off the counter, and I was just like tears.
No, I have 3 kids and none of my stuff is broken, so she's just a messy girl.
Pride cometh before fall, Leslie. So
you see how you just put shit on me, asshole.
So we'll do this. We'll go through the products now, and we'll do it in order of use. So this is our ritual, Colin Leslie's ritual.
Yes. We will be putting all the prices and stockists and where you can purchase the products from in the description box. It's just to get through all of that stuff now as well. You can see we're really like on edge. So we're starting off with the cleansing balm.
Fantastic.
It is amazing. I was so happy with it. When I sort of purchase cleansers, Colin knows the rougher the better. I used to mix my exfoliator into my cleanser because I like to feel that the slough is coming off. So I was a bit skeptical when I started using it and just saw how like it's just there. That's all it is. There's no like granules in it. So I was literally from the first time I used it, I was blown away. It was amazing.
Also, if you're into like smelling good, things that smell good,
it smells.
Please,
it smells.
Lulu Marula, make a candle. Make a candle. I would buy their candle.
It's amazing.
It's just, it smells like beautiful, sweet grass, and it's just lovely.
Like after I walk out the bathroom like, yes, sweet, it smells so good.
It's like this sweet, botanical, grassy, lovely smell. Another pro about this product is that it rinses off. It emulsifies into a milk. So you put it on your face.
So it's oil.
Okay, I'm jumping ahead, but
no, but it's right.
Yeah. So, so how you use this is you warm it up in your hands, massage it into your face. It removes dirt and impurities and also makeup, including waterproof mascara. That's what it says on the website. But Lisa and I don't use waterproof mascara, so maybe if you're a user of Lulu and Marula and you use waterproof mascara, you can let us know if that claim is justified.
I was amazed at how it removed makeup because what we had done, we had moved all my makeup from my house to Carla's, and then I had all this makeup on my face, and I was like, no makeup remover, and I was like, and then I remembered I could use this, and it was amazing. I was like, I actually think I told you like straight after I used it, I was like, it removed everything. I didn't even have to do, I think I did it like twice and everything was gone. I
think it's the tacky texture because it is waxy. It contains beeswax, so it does sort of adhere to the skin. So it's not just skin skill. So it's not just an oil that's kind of emollient and all over. It like really, you get to like rub it in, gets in there, gets all that stuff off. And blessings to Lulu Marula for making this a wash off. So with lots of balms and oils, you have to take a cloth and then you have to steam, and that's great and all, but not everybody has the time or the inclination to do that every day. But this washes off into a milk, emulsifies into a milky substance, and then just rinses off, which is fantastic. Okay, so we're going to delve into ingredients a little bit. You can look at the full ingredients list online, but we'll pick out a few things that we think are important. So Marula oil is the namesake of the company, so it's in quite a few of the products, and Marula oil is really great. It actually comes, if you don't know the story about Marula oil, it's a fruit from the Marula tree. Grows in sub-Saharan Africa, and elephants like to eat the fermented fruit and get drunk. So if you know the US brand Drunk Elephant, this is where they get their name from. So the Marula oil produces, or the Marula tree produces an oil, no, the Marula fruit. The Marula tree produces a fruit, which is Marula fruit, which produces an oil, which is Marula oil, which is really great. It's a fast absorbing oil, it's really nourishing, it helps with environmental stresses like air pollution and sun damage, photo damage.
It's really high in antioxidants.
High in antioxidants, so also good for anti-aging.
Okay. It also has quite a few essential oils in it, and one of our favorites is neroli oil, not only for its scent but also for its great benefits for the skin. It's got the 3 antis. Okay, so it's antibacterial, antiseptic, and anti-inflammatory. Boom!
Well done!
Got through it! So it's great for oily skin as well as acne-prone skin as well.
And doesn't it help for dark marks? So if you...
No, that's the mask. No, that's the mask.
Okay.
It's the mask.
Alright, so that's the cleansing. That's a cleansing balm.
It's a big thumbs up from us for that one.
There's only one thumb. Let's get 2 in there.
Yes.
Next in the ritual, step 2 is the purifying. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the name. Purifying mask and polish. It's a dry mask, so it comes in a powder form. Which is great, so you can mix it with water, apply it as a mask, use it to scrub your skin, but you can also add other things like other essential oils if you want to, or honey. So if you want something more nourishing. I love dry masks because you can fiddle around with it.
I struggle a little bit with dry masks just because of the I feel like the time I want a mask just be ready for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't use it as much as I wanted to use it, to be honest. Simply because like I said, sometimes the mixing, it's like that's already a few minutes that I can't afford to spare in the morning. So for me, sometimes just getting a mask, it's already ready to go and slap on.
Yeah, so from like a mom's perspective, if you're like very busy mom,
sometimes a mixer mask, it's maybe good for night to do the whole ritual of mixing and like,
and even online they've got this beautiful mixing bowl. Have you seen the mixing bowl? So they've got an accessory as well.
But yeah, I feel like in the morning, if you're doing the mask in the morning, it is a bit of a...
But what I like to do sometimes is I will mix a tiny bit into my cleanser.
Oh,
and then
you didn't tell me
scrub it up, dub it up. Yeah.
Don't you tell me?
Oh, now you know.
She knows I'm a mother and I could use with some time-saving tricks. Just
and,
like...
But also know you're smart, and I thought you'd figure that out for yourself. Since you do it is a thing that you do. You're like, nah, I'm not going to do this with this one.
No, I'm just like, sometimes I need to be told things.
Okay, so now you know. Now you know, Leslie.
Good.
Okay, so ingredients-wise, this contains a lot of clays, bentonite clay.
But we want to highlight two of our favorite ingredients once again. So it contains licorice root, which is something that Carl and I've loved in our things. It's like...
More people should use licorice root. If you struggle with dark marks, or you know your pimples and things just take forever to fade, and you have lots of maybe sun damage as well, licorice root is the bee's knees when it comes to removing of legacy.
You can literally see like your marks fading.
Yeah,
that's how good it is. It's not just like the things that claim that remove. You can literally see it like almost like it breaks up
over
like,
time.
just like
with regular use.
Yeah,
it is very active, this mask. So I use it on my T-zone because I have very sensitive cheeks and it tends to get inflamed. So it's
so if you do have a more sensitive skin type, I feel like you could maybe steer away from this one, or like Carla used it just on the
T.
It's great for oily and active acne prone skin. Also, it's got a bit of an exfoliating. I can't stop. She can't stop. It's got like
little granules,
which I really do. Yeah. I enjoy granules and things. So, like I said, I like feeling like a product is really working on my skin. I feel like I'm all over the place today.
And also, it is a bit of a messy mask, so beware. Don't walk around when you're like clean. Don't use your clean white towels, or don't like walk over the carpet, because it does have a bit of a pigment to it. So it can. I don't think it stains, but you'll need to wash. If it gets onto something, you need to wash it.
Also, what I really enjoyed about this mask is that you can really feel the tightening of the skin.
Yes.
So you feel that.
Yes, bitch. Yes. Why?
So another ingredient that it contains is white willow bark, and I'm going to read off their website so I don't miss out on anything. So I feel like it's quite important. So white willow bark contains salicylic acid, a natural exfoliant. It helps to calm inflammation and fight acne, blemish-prone skin. Other skin concerns like congestion, blocked pores, and dullness can also benefit from the activity of the white willow bark. Just like that.
Another thing to add to the mask, that I definitely see a reduction in pore size when I use it, even if it's just for a day or two afterwards. But I think it really does help that situation.
So it will probably help with the appearance of makeup, because I know a lot of people's makeup goes and sits right there.
I don't know what's going on with my pores. Like, I need to.
You need to use the mask.
Use the mask.
Okay, so now we're moving on to one of our. It's a joint major favorite of ours. It is the Refreshing Tonic Mist. I just cannot say enough good things. It's amazing.
I think with the balm, with the cleansing balm, this might even edge out the cleansing balm for like our favorite products in the range for what we've tried.
Yes.
We won't call it the Holy Grail. I don't know what's up with with beauty products are always sort of conflated with like really religious terms like Holy Grail and Guru, you know. But I think we can call this our goat. This is our greatest of all time. For sure. I think even if we try different other products, I think because it's local and it's homemade and we can get it at this, you know, around the corner from us. This will probably be in the top of toners.
For sure.
Forever.
I feel like if someone told me this is the only toner you have to use for your life, I'll be like shocked.
It's okay. It's alright. I'm
got it. Like that's there's no issues with that. So for me personally, what I've experienced with a lot of toners is that it makes your skin feel like dry after using it, and your skin sort of feels stripped of whatever moisture was left on it. But with this thing, it's like
different. Yeah.
It's so nourishing. For a toner, I feel like I've never ever used those two words in the same sentence. A nourishing toner. Like that.
Yeah, because most toners are formulated. Maybe they have a bit of glycerin in them that doesn't make them that dry. But most of them are just, you know, hydrosols and essential oils, and it does sort of strip your skin. But this contains actual oils, and it is nourishing. It's like it tones, but it also gives you a glow, which is amazing.
So you feel the tightening of the pores, but you look like glowy, which is like almost like in the beginning I was like,
what's going on here?
It's like blowing my mind, but it
so with lots of high-end products, even in the green beauty space, you can find the first ingredient is aqua, and that always makes me mad. I'm like, use a hydrosol, you know. So at least these start off with hydrosols, with waters. So it's got rose water to start off with, and rose geranium, witch hazel, and then it's got a couple of preservative ingredients, glycerin, which is part of what makes it your skin, you know, moisturizing, some mandarin oil, and then it's it also has I saw it somewhere. Ylang Ylang, cucumber fruit, ginkgo biloba. I always think of Rocky Balboa. It's biloba. I always read it as Balboa, but it's a biloba. It's not like I always thought it was the Rocky of ingredients. Just running up the stairs.
That is hilarious. Oh wow.
Yeah. So,
and also once again,
grapeseed oil. That's the one that I was thinking of. Grapeseed oil.
Okay.
So it's super nourishing. So if you are the kind of person who maybe you over powder in the morning, you too much powder in your makeup routine, spritz, you know, on the sides. Maybe give yourself like a natural highlight. This guy.
And the smell again.
It smells beautiful. Actually, let's just. You want to take a whiff? Take a sniff.
Sniff.
Give it open.
Wow.
I don't know. I love botanicals. I love things that smell
so good,
like herbally and earthy, but it has like a very floral as well. It's got like a dry, like a fresh potpourri. A potpourri that's not dry. That's what it gives me that vibe. It's the rose water, the rose wine. But it's spectacular.
So yes, it's like hella good.
But it's the one. If it's anything out of this range that you should get, it's the tonic mist. It's fantastic. One con though, however, if you have super dry skin and you would like to carry this product around and refresh all day long, you know, by the end of the day, by 3 o'clock, it starts to get cracked.
Yeah.
Your face starts to crack. It doesn't travel well. So unless you're holding it in your hand, keeping it upright, or you got something in your bag that keeps it like a straight jacket, keeps it upright all along, it will spill and you will lose product. So I would definitely, I wish they had, you know, one of those things where you like twist it and it locks, like a lock mechanism. That's the only thing that I think would be, would set it, would, like maybe it's 4.5, 4.8 now.
Yes.
To give it 5 stars would be like to make this lock. Yeah.
Okay. So we're moving on to our last product that we've tested out, and that is the Nourishing Treatment Oil. So with this particular product, we are going to read the claims of the product, simply because we did not get what the product was supposed to be giving. It was simpatico.
So it wasn't simpatico with us. It didn't like us that much.
No. So I'm going to read. I'll read it off the bottle.
We're not saying it's a bad product.
No,
it's just like we could see we love this brand.
Like we said in the beginning, just because we have something that's not 100% positive, should I say, about, does it not mean it's a bad product. It just means it did not work with us, because there is someone that used it that it did work for.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. But like I'm saying, we're gonna read the claims so that you can be like, okay, that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And we'll say why it did not do what it was supposed to do.
For
But
us.
just for us.
Yeah. They've got, you can check out the reviews online as well. Also, we bought ours not from their website, they were all sold out on their website at the time when I wanted to buy. So I bought them from Faithful to Nature, which is, you'll hear Faithful to Nature a lot, because their website is going to bankrupt me one day.
Yeah.
So you can even check out reviews on there. They've got, I think all their reviews are positive on Faithful to Nature. So there are definitely people who love this product, so it's just us that it just didn't agree with.
Yeah. So it says a rich facial oil packed with antioxidants to deeply hydrate and repair dry, mature, sensitive and damaged skin for a natural youthful glow. Super oils like marula, red raspberry and argan rejuvenate selectivity to fight discoloration, dullness and fine lines, protect skin to minimize signs of premature aging. So, I'll start with why it didn't work for me. So, like, it wasn't a complete dud on my face. I definitely felt it work on my skin. So, what I feel like it was very active on my skin. So, I felt like it was more of a serum as opposed to a nourishing oil. So, I felt the active ingredients work. I could feel the tightening. I could look at my skin and
it looked good.
It looked really good. But I did not get the nourishing effect that what I read. So my skin, it felt like it sort of tightened and it did all that, and then it sort of just like the effect disappeared. So I didn't see it on my skin. Yeah. So that was what I was hoping it would be a bit more like hydrating and maybe give me a bit more of a glow.
Yes, like halfway through the day, yours did.
I felt almost like instantly I had to put something on after. So I felt like it was, because it was so active, it was just like in my face and it was gone. So I felt like almost immediately I had to put a moist as a barrier on my skin. But I did like what the active ingredients did. I wouldn't necessarily keep it in my routine. Simply because it didn't really nourish and hydrate the way I was hoping and wishing it would.
Yeah. Sorry. And we've got other things in our skincare wardrobe that do that for us. So for me, this product, as you said, it's super active and it's more to us feels more like a serum. It works more like a serum. But it was a serum that was just way too active for my skin. I have really sensitive, especially sun sensitive skin, and especially on the cheeks, and it was, as soon as I put it on, I was like no, and I sort of like broke out in like acne, but I had a fine sort of like rash happening in this area. So for that reason, it was never going to be my favorite. I did like the feeling it gave. It left sort of a film, not a film. Film seems like a bad word. It left sort of a barrier. Like it's got a good barrier protection for me. So I could feel it. You know, I like a moisturizer that I can feel throughout the day. It doesn't just is absorbing to the skin. But it was just too active for me. So I found it on the nourishing side. I found it better for. I found it decent for nourishing, but it was just way too active for me. But that's just because I have quite sensitive skin. I can't go. I'm that vampire. I can't go into the sun.
She walks around with this giant safari hat.
I'm like,
it's hilarious.
It's not cool, but I don't care.
It's so funny.
We'll do a skincare story in not our next video. One of the videos coming. We'll go into depth about what our skin is like and.
So the person it did work for was our mother. She really loved it. I think it ticked all the boxes for her. It really did what.
But she's got very normal skin. Like it's not oily, it's not dry. Her issues are like sun damage and age, like normal aging skin problems. She's in her 60s.
She's 61.
But that is 60.
You should have said early. So early.
But it's a blessing to be older. I don't think you have to hide your age at all. But she's like, come here. Like at the end of the day, she's like, feel my skin. It's still there. So her skin looks glowy. It looks tighter. Her pores look smaller. So she's very happy with this product. She can, she can put like 12 drops of this thing. She's like fine.
So I feel like with her skin type, it really did mesh well. It really did what it claimed to do. So it was sad for me that it didn't.
Because we were like. because I hate buying something and I'm like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
You use it. No shame. She deserves it. She's a lovely lady.
Oh yes. What I wanted to say earlier, these products come in what do you call a discovery pack.
Yeah, as well.
We, however, did not purchase it as a discovery pack because we were shading, and the smaller sizes just wasn't going to last.
Yeah, Lisa and I buy all our things together so we can, save money. Number one, and number two, we've got two people giving opinions on the same product, so it's
like I said, with different skin concerns. So, but yes, overall, I really adore this brand because I would say 3 out of the 4 products really did work for me. I think I would stick with the cleansing balm and the refreshing tonic mist. Those were my standout products.
So me too, I agree with that. But I like even though my skin is sensitive, I quite like the mask. But like I said, I either use it, I don't leave it on the skin, or I leave it on my T-zone where I'm not that sensitive. But all in all, this brand kind of blew us out of the water. And it was like, I think one of the first brands in Africa to have a cleansing balm as well. Because we're seeing it overseas, all the cleansing balm here, cleansing balm there. I'm like, when are we going to get a cleansing balm? And it's just fantastic that we have a product that's homegrown. It's locality, it's close by. You can get it either online or in store. Like I said, they have a few physical stockists. Yeah. We'll put put that information in the show more box. YouTube needs to rename that box.
Oh, I called it something else, but
description box. Yeah, that's a better name. But yeah, all in all, we like it, and it's very Cape Town. I just feel like when
I opened the website, I was like, oh, must be from Cape Town. It's not a bad thing.
It's not but it's just there's something about the way the copy is written, the way the attitude of the brand that just tells me this is super Cape Town.
Yes, it definitely.
But they look like lovely girls.
Yeah.
Right?
I wanted to say something.
For 15 minutes.
Huh? No, not in my notes. It was in my brain.
Oh no!
It's lost there. Okay, in my personal opinion, it's definitely a product worth checking out. If you are looking to expanding your skincare range or trying something different and
supporting local,
or you want to start going into the organic market for skincare, I really highly recommend this brand.
They're on Facebook. You can check out Facebook reviews as well. They're on Instagram.
Yes.
All those things. And like I said, beautiful to look at. It's not a bad thing.
It's nice to see it in your bathroom.
It's really horrible when something looks good and doesn't perform. But I think the aesthetic value and the actual value of the ingredients kind of matches each other.
Yes.
Actually, what's going on with I think I'm hungry. As mentioned in our first video, we're doing block recordings, so we're scheduling recordings ahead of time just so that we can get used to recording and editing and all that. What's your word? All the jazz hands. So today is the Saturday, the 31st of March. Just so you know. So I hope you guys are having a good Easter weekend. It's Easter here, so I hope you had lots of hot cross buns and pickled fish, and I don't know if anybody else does this. This is their feast food, but in South Africa it's traditional to have pickled fish on Good Friday. So it's a fish that is fried and battered and fried, and then it's soaked in like a curried pickled juice, right? Like a gravy, but it's curried and it's pickled. It's like vinegar with sliced onions, and it's like made 2 days before the time, and it's just.
And my mom made her best batch.
Like this year, Cynthia, this year was your best pickled fish batch of all time. It was so good. Like it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite feast foods.
Yes.
Like even Woolworths makes a decent. Like I feel like they stole some Coloured Auntie's like recipe, because like they make a decent.
Yeah.
So sometimes even if it's not Easter, I'll actually eat pickled fish. I'll go buy some at the shop. But it's delicious, and the way we eat it is like it's cold, and then you have them with hot cross buns, but my mom puts them in the oven first to like the butter melts, and then you have them with rooibos tea. That's how our family eats it. Rooibos tea, it hits all the spots.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for bearing with us. I know it was a bit jittery and a bit awkward and a bit weird, but it's one of those days. Not every day is going to be
smooth
sailing.
sailing. But also it does give you indication of how much this means to us, and also we wanted to do the brand justice as well and give you as much info as possible, and let them know that we really love what they're doing.
And we support them, and we will continue to support them. And so if you're in the market for green beauty, locally made in South Africa, give Lulu and Marula a try. You won't be disappointed.
So yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.
No!
I looked at myself and no! You stupid! Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so like us if you like us.
Subscribe if you know what's good for you.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.